And let's talk about the Nets, because they had an injury scare of their own last night. James Harden leaving Brooklyn's win over the Rockets after 3 quarters due to a little tightness in that right hamstring. Now, the win did move the Nets to the top seed in the East, completely passing Philly. They've been sort of dancing around each other and tied for a while. Malika, what is the latest with James?
Well, James Harden, Rachel, has been ruled out tonight with that same right hamstring tightness. After the game yesterday, Steve Nash said that he felt confident that this wouldn't be a long-term injury. But for Nets fans, that can be a little bit triggering because they've heard that before with several key players, like with Kevin Durant, Landry Shamet. They said it wasn't going to be long-term. That was a week and a half that he was out with his ankle injury. He's also slated to return tonight. The sliver of good news, maybe, for Brooklyn is that LaMarcus Aldridge is slated to make his Nets debut tonight against Charlotte. But remember, you guys both know James Harden is a player that you have to hold him back from being on the court. He takes so much pride in being consistently available for his teammates. When he's hurt his neck earlier this month, Steve Nash said that he had to protect him from himself and hold him out for a game. So if James Harden has anything to say about it, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a battle for Steve Nash to hold him out for more than just a game, maybe 2, because that's the type of player that James Harden is.
Yeah, James likes to play. Obviously, he's got an MVP campaign he's in the middle of. But the Nets as an organization, you understand why their instinct is to play it safe. They can. They have that luxury. They are still playing so well. And the idea is, of course, to be healthy for the playoffs. They've taken that strategy, of course, with the Kevin Durant injury. He's got that hamstring issue. They've only played 7 games where all KD, Kyrie, and James have taken the court together. That's just crazy. And as ESPN Stats and Info points out, every big three that has won a title, going back to the 80s, has played at least 42 games together during the regular season. So, Zach, they're certainly not going to get anywhere close to that 42-game number, but do you think whatever that number ends up being, they will have enough reps playing together before the playoffs?
I do. I'm shockingly unworried about this, considering I worry about everything like being struck by lightning when I walk out of my house. To me, the biggest thing that has happened in Brooklyn so far is that Kyrie Irving has given the offense to James Harden and said, hey, look, I'll be off to the side, setting flare screens. I'll run the show when you sit. I will get my 25, my 30 because I'm ridiculously efficient. That's already happened. And Kevin Durant is the most malleable, easy-to-fit superstar amplifier of other superstars, maybe in the modern history of the NBA. You just plug him in, he can set screens, he can post up, he can spot up. He just walks on the floor and gets 25 points without dominating the ball, without needing all that much action called for him. So to me, he's the easiest part, and the fact that the easiest part has been the one missing makes me optimistic that the Nets will be able to build enough momentum and enough sort of time together to make the run they want to make.
Rachel, I'm the self-anointed queen of worry.
I was going to say, I think of the three of us, we have the all-worry team on this show. I'm going to give the viewers a little delve into our personal lives. We're all friends, and I can tell you that we have the all-time worriers on the show today. You feel, though, Malika, you're not worried either, like Zach?
I think we should get T-shirts that say we're just all-time, we're the all-time worry team. But yeah, I don't feel like I am worried about what they're going to be able to do because Steve Nash had said since the get-go that Kevin Durant may be the key to making all of this work because he is the most versatile player. But then exactly what Zach said happened. James Harden has sort of taken over driving the offense, and Kyrie Irving and him have gelled so well together. What Steve Nash has said is, yes, we wish we had more time. We wish we had all season to be working on our chemistry and gelling, but we have so much talent that at this point, the only option we have really is to believe in it. And James Harden said that he's going to need to take the mentality of, we're trying to figure this out. This is a Rubik's Cube. We're going to need to figure it out on the fly. This is a team that already doesn't practice a whole lot, so they're going to be leaning into film and making it work, but the amount of talent they have gives them confidence. I've been told over and over again that this is going to be able to work when Kevin Durant comes back, which they're hoping is imminently.
Yeah, look, elite talent in this league trumps everything else. It's true when you have matchup situations in the playoffs. It's true when you have a matchup between a team and an injury situation. Kevin Durant historically comes back from injuries so sharp. We just haven't seen even major injuries he's come off of. any kind of slump or any kind of warming up. And then, of course, you have to also remember KD and James played together for a long time. So I know that was a long time ago, but a shared history, an understanding of what the other wants to do on a basketball court, how they move, you don't lose that. So I don't think they're starting from scratch here, which is the other sort of key thing to remember when you're trying to make predictions about how all this is going to go. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.